was there. He's telling you about health. Which health degree does he possess? Has he ever worked in a hospital? Is he an investor in hospital? No. And you're listening to him telling you about health, and the media is platforming. That's why we don't listen to these very media bastards, because they're full of shit. How do you give somebody who's not even a medical professional, health professional? We have professionals, there's no shortage. We already have these guys who are talking on this platform over here. They are telling us the weaknesses, the flaws with this HIF, and we are here entertaining Moses Kuria, telling us how an overhauled system which was working, now they are going to replace it with another one that isn't working, and you're there giving him airtime. You should be in the streets, Kuria. I get pissed off. I don't understand how you lack the mental tools to just analyze, to just look at this bastard, to just say this is bullshit, to just go in the streets and stay there. You're not going to the streets to be told to leave in the evening by Boniface Mwangi after he's been paid by the Ministry of Interior. No, you're going there to stay there until one thing happens, until the MPs leave, until they vacate, until they're not just vacating, not just running away in the tunnels. They should be made to stand there and forced to apologize to Kenyans for wasting our time, for serving vested interests. The next time that we are doing the mandamano, it has to be intentional. There has to be an objective. You're not going there to take selfies. You are there going to take selfies. You're there for vibes and inshallah. What are you doing, vibes and inshallah? You know very well that Safaricom is the one which pinged the locations of everyone who was in parliament. And all of them were picked up by the police, by the DCI one by one. And most of them went to be murdered. You know very well that happened. So why are you still having a Safaricom SIM card by now? Why are you still using that network? Amerix right now was telling me he was trying to use Safaricom, and it was, for some weird reason, the people who are trying to log in through Safaricom, they cannot get into this space. Why are you using a network that is deliberately structured to censor you, to censor your voice? You should have left a long time ago. This is basic and common knowledge. Why are you disregarding it? Because these are the guys who gave the locations to everyone who was picked up by the police. So it's not business as usual. I'm saying this beyond our collective interest, beyond our collective objectives. There has to be some element of personal responsibility. How do you still have a Safaricom SIM card till now? You guys take a lot of things for granted. You guys take a lot of things as a joke. You don't understand that Adil Kawaja is the chairman of Safaricom. He is bound because of the funny deals that he's doing with Ruto to continue giving location to the activists, locations of the activists, of the lawyers. They know where you are at any one time. They can come and pick you up any one time. So your first step into the age and into the realm of enlightenment is drop your Safaricom SIM card. It's as simple as that. Drop your Safaricom Wi-Fi's. Drop them immediately. And if we move collectively, we just need 10,000 of us to drop them, and then we have strength, and then we go growing. Yeah, and if you hear somebody saying occupy parliament on Tuesday, be there, because this whole Gachagua nonsense is a charade, is a nonsense. They are distracting us from the can we say industrial scale looting that they are embarking on, because these guys, I told you, they are not creative in their sagari. Them, they just want to sit down and say tuibe hapa, and so they get clusterfucks and idiots and assholes like Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria comes there and tells you about health. Why would you be listening about health issues to Moses Kuria, to obese buffoon called David D? Why would you be listening to them telling you about health? You should only be listening to issues relating to health from health experts, and they've already raised the red flag. They've already told you that this shift is a scam. This shift is a what? What is left to do? The courts have already pronounced themselves. These guys are going against the court orders. So what's next to do? You should be going to the streets like your life depended on it. Like this is a matter of life and death. You should be there on Tuesday, not to go and support Gachagua, and he's also another asshole. He's also another useless old bastard who has not done anything, and now claiming that he wants our sympathy. But you should be there because of shift. Because if you have listened to that story, it is very powerful that now we are going to have no less than 60,000 100,000 people who are dependent on dialysis. They are not going to get that service because the Ministry of Health, because Moses Kuria, because this fucking wind is called Adil Kawaja and Jayesh, they want to steal money and take it to offshore accounts in Dubai. No, we cannot allow them. We have to tell them that this is not the more year. We have to make it clear to them that they are dealing with a new generation. This is not the generation of our parents who used to understand and they are told everything and then they agree. No. That's what happened in the 90s. And I told you when they had when they started mortgaging our parastatals, it was smooth, it was easy. They started glamorizing it. They started calling it the golden handshake. Yeah, they used to call them the SAPs, the structural adjustment programs by World Bank. They used to glamorize them, and then you're told, take the handshake, we are selling these parastatals. The parastatals that were being sold, which were profitable, which were stable. Kenya Airways was stable. It was sold under the guise of privatization, just like they are trying to do with our public health sector. It was sold in 2004 to KLM, which was a privatization where people were hiding behind there so that they can steal the company. But has Kenya Airways become better because of privatization? No. In fact, ever since it was privatized in 1994, ever since it was privatized, it has costed the taxpayers no less than 100 billion. And yet they were counting, they were floating the privatization as a quick fix panacea, which is what these fucking windies are doing with SHIF. They are telling you that now you concede what bring digitization and technology. No, we have to move from there. That's how you guys were roped in Huduma number. I need to understand how you guys, once you hear a government press release, once you see it there immediate, you fall in line. You're told, you're just there. That's how you guys got injected with poison under the guise of COVID. Because you are listening to I don't know what. You're told Matiang'i used to come there and then he bangs the table and then you say Matiang'i is a performer just because he bangs the table. You guys have to reevaluate the values that you take seriously. A significant, or can we say government or a civil servant who is working hard. He's not working hard because he's appearing on TV banging tables. I've been seeing you guys getting excited by a Nairobi County government employee who is just going around pretending that he's closing clubs because of noise. Those are not the components which you're used to evaluate if a civil servant is working. It's the numbers. We want to see how much did you make, how much did you save, how much did you do. As you're hearing, there was a secret consolidated fund launched by Uhuru Kenyatta, done by Kimani Ichung'wah. Kimani Ichung'wah is one because he was the chairman of the budget committee. They did that. And we are allowing these people to lecture you. You go for Harambe, they lecture you. You should be pelting them with stones. You should be burning their vehicles. That's the anger that should be brewing inside you. Not there. You're telling me that I'm speaking shit. That is your work to be policing language. Have I stolen any of your money? Have I stolen any of your taxes? You should be channeling that anger, not to strangers on the internet, to the idiots that you elected, you queued there. You assholes. No, shame. You go and queue there, Rigathi Ruto, and then you tick right. And then you still want us to clear the mess. You want us to clean up the dirt that you created. At least you have to respect us. If you want to respect yourselves, you're going to respect the people who are giving their lives out here, who are spending every day just fighting for your rights. And you, as you're there, you're just busting your ass, just waiting for somebody else to work on your behalf. No, you will have to respect us from today. And we are not begging. Those guys who are talking shit, those idiots, like a guy like Kilundizi, Sam Otero, you're talking shit there. You will respect us because you won't be creating problems and then you wait for other people to come and clean them for you. No. We are beyond that. And so before, as I close down, I'm telling you, the only solution that is remaining right now, we have spoken. Everyone has seen that this chief is a scam. Everyone has seen that Adil Kawaja, the chairman of Safaricom, wants to hijack our public health sector so that it can be in his pocket. And you are there. You are still using a Safaricom SIM card. In the list, you're going to stop using Safaricom from today, from tomorrow. That's the list that you are going to do. And then now we move forward. What's next? Are we going to the streets? Are we going to what? Are we going to court? Because these guys are not ready to back down. If they're not ready to back down, then what will you do? Are you going to wait there until your until your loved one gets to go to hospital and then they're turned away and then they are having a life-threatening or life-threatening terminal illness? Are you going to wait until that day? No, we have to move fast. You have to think about, once you hear about an issue like that one that Wanjiru has elaborated, once you hear it, don't think that it is Wanjiru's issue. Just know that you're next. You're just in line. It's just your time hasn't come. So are you going to move now, or are you going to wait? The thing is, now we need to start mobilizing, and don't wait for conmen, don't wait for fraudsters, don't wait for frauds to be telling you, to be triggering you on when to mobilize. For instance, I've just seen a video. There was a quiver in Mombasa Road. Guys were there, they were shouting, Ruto must go, Ruto must go. The next, because they've been kicked out under a fake fire drill. Why were you waiting? Ruto must go. You should have immediately there, you gathered all of you and marched to State House, marched to Parliament, marched anywhere. Why were you waiting? Why were you going home? You're going home to do what? Or you're going to look for another club? The moment you find an incident of injustice, an incident where your rights and freedoms have been infringed on, that's where you moved. Stop being told that you wait for Tuesday. That's what Boniface Mwangi did to you. That's how he killed the momentum of the revolution, because he's on the payroll of the Ministry of Interior. No, you don't wait. You act there immediately. Immediately you see something. If you're in Bypass, if you're in where, if you're in Githurai, you see something, you march immediately. Stop waiting for Tuesday. Stop being told that you wait for Thursday. No, march immediately. You piss me off. Those idiots who are in Quiver Mombasa Road, you're a bunch of stupid idiots. You should have started marching there. If you've been kicked out from a club and you were there enjoying your own money, and then some idiot just comes and tells you you have to leave. No, you should have marched there. You should have done more. You have to be proactive, you useless bastards. You have so much money, you can drink, you can take your hood rats out, you can spend all the money you want on your hood rats, but when it comes to rising to the occasion, when it comes to fighting for your rights, you have families. You will keep on paying black tax. When? For how long will you continue paying black tax? Just because people are stealing your money. Secondly, we have the locations of these MPs. We have the locations. We know where they live. We know their assets. We know where they take their children to school. We even know where their side chicks live. Why aren't you rising to the occasion? Do what's required for you. I don't need to stipulate it here. I don't need to elaborate it here. You need to do what is required for you. Now it's not about waiting for Boniface Mwangi. Now it's not about waiting for Hanifa. Hanifa now is selling buibus in Isili with your money. It's not about that. It's now about what will I do? Will I be part of the solution? And if you're not ready to be part of the solution, then go to hell. You piss me off, man. When I think about you guys, I feel angry. Anyway, thank you, Amerix.
Okay. NHIF was started in 1966. 1966. This thing has undergone transformation yearly upon year, improving it, fine-tuning it, and it was not mandatory. It was a fund. This shifting is an authority, SHA. So they have the authority to deduct money from you, and you will not question it. But you don't say this. NHIF was a fund where Kenyans collect money and put in a fund, then this money is distributed. But this one is an authority, just like Kenya Revenue Authority. It has the authority to deduct money from you without you questioning. We either refuse or accept. We can have a break. Brian Silways, you can give us a breather as I allow Francis to leave.
Thank you so much, Amerix. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Maybe Bravin and Cyprian.
Thank you. So, my name is Brian Silways. I'm an urban spoken word artist from Nakuru, and here is my submission. Sidai kufit any shoe, minadai to converse. Time you're having a serious convo debate ni ya nani international, nani local. Anyway, kwa hii story niko mstari wa mbele like Avangi logo. Ambia the current is the next former. Impact ya full stop worthy compare just comma. blow unto blogger. Deal breaker hahitaji broker. Ambia tumechoka. I stand with our fallen soldiers. Mulikalia viti, but again you still don't sit well so far. Hata fala kwe blind, the moment ako in power you'll get that fallacy. International mindset serving locally. Every evening ni morning to empty heads with guns competing to fill city mortuary. At a time kuna video they still want to shoot me. So ambia my nephew better I die on my feet than live on my knees. Si hata mwenye alisema serikali ni ya shareholder mebaki lonely without company. But si tuko busy allowing our comrade to rest in peace. So story go, story come. So afande with or without uniform sare kujudge my youth hata kama wamedress to kill. These looks are deceiving. People can't be dying because you want to earn a living. Na kijana pesa ya pombe isifanye unyonge watu juu ya kuwaibia. Nimerefi word kuliko MCA wako juu manene ubakaji staki kusikia Northeastern Sea. Kamel pekee. Hata watu wanaangamia. Free education sasa ndio imekuwa bure kabisa. In a monthly period hedhi inazuia wa girls kuelimika. Tunaambia serikali hatuna kazi alafu serikali inatuuliza tushaisoma Bible ukakosa job. Wa girls kuelimika tunaambia serikali hatuna kazi alafu inatuuliza tushaisoma Bible ukakosa job wewe. So nitasisitiza a way to say no to stress, depression haina form. Itakukosesha usingizi kwa hiyo mattress. Landlord wana plot na agent will auto make my night sleepless. Landlord wana plot na agent will auto make my night sleepless. Extra pressure. Nikipata padlock extra kwa mlango. Elimu ni ufunguo wa maisha lakini si wa mlango. So hapo kwako education keys ni useless. Hata uwe most spice we useless. Whether in the past ama present, relax or tense. Don't stay wondering what to do. Stay hydrated. Because water is source of life, but life is not source of water. Weomba kazi na wasko pia ukate maji lakini usikate kakwota. Na kabla ulewe chakari, ulihepa aje option ya soda. So karibu kwa hii generation. Hii si ile generation ya kina grandpa. Kwa hii generation babuana kupeana that stick kwa mjuku wake, excuse me, ameiva kuliko nyanya. Now you know why kwa hii generation hatuna vituku. Kwa hii generation tuko tu na vituko. Kwa hii generation Fatma heri Muslim. Juu wengine in the name of kula kukunywa don't be surprised wakileta cut as their daily bread. Amwezi observe the holy month of Ramadan because at the end of the day you still afford to have debts. Na sisi as a country tushakam clean, tunapenda content chafu zikitrend. Wasanii wanaturn to be politician ndo tutumia after kushindwa kutumia beat. Na ikifika ni time ya face the music wako na guts za kutushow wait a bit. Mastudio turn to be the best teacher vile wako experience na hizi vitu. Wengine na skills za kutoa mimba wa juu walitoa wapi hiyo usiku? Jigas ndo wameshindwa kutoa despite kuwafunza kwa hizo miguu. So we kuwa na subira Juliacha kuvuta heri siku hizi unavuta za juja. Excuse me ati they make you feel super high nika ujui the way to heaven IPT thika. So kwa hii generation nimekuja hata Nairobi nikarealize ma content creator wane any content kuhusu wote. Miss Brian Silways, I'm an urban spoken word artist kutoka Nakuru. I do spoken word in matatus with Willie Oeba. I do spoken word in streets at where people are gathering. That's what I do, so you can call me for events. And I've just released my album. It's called Avangi album. It has amazing tracks, the spoken words, the revolution about social justice, just defending democracy, and it goes for 500 shillings only. And on 12th of December, we shall be having a live event with my brother Willie Oeba. So make sure you come through and you can get ticket through his bio. Thank you so much, Amerix, and let's keep on fighting for democracy.
Yeah, thank you very much, Brian. For those who are listening, I really like artists because I'm also an artist. Artists use their talent to push for civic education and to push for public discourse. That's why I give artists an opportunity to talk to us, poems, songs, spoken words, drama, anything that can build our public discourse, make us laugh at ourselves using sarcasm, using imagery, using symbolism, and all devices of literature. Because literature is what makes us think deep about ourselves. I was looking for Mwalimu Professor Joya, my teacher, I don't know where she is. She has very good insight concerning this Shiv Shah. I don't know if Cyprian can get her or Bravin, but we had talked. She called me in the morning and she wanted to be part of this discussion. She's very, very solid. She has very good points when it comes to our spiritual, our collective spirituality as a nation. So, Nelson, I want you to finish. What is the connection between Adani, Shiv, Shah, and all these madness?
Thank you, Amerix. So, this issue is so big. I don't know if people comprehend the magnitude of what is happening today in Kenya. It looks, every day when I speak about it, people have been telling me, oh, you're jealous of Morara because you're saying he's taking all the attention. People are so stupid that they think when I say you're losing focus, it's because I want to be the focus of attention. By the way, let me tell you, I'm doing an MBA. I'm in a business school, and I would rather be looking for a job or be looking for ways to secure my future rather than speaking on X. And I wasn't that active until I decided, to come and speak out and try and help my country. So it's not about cloud chasing, as many people think, because I have a better personal life. Anyway, so this issue is of a huge magnitude. Adani Group, first of all, you all know Adani, how big it is. Adani last year, they bought a port in Israel, the Haifa port. Adani bought this port. Adani bought the port in Dar es Salaam. They have also bought in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka. So Adani is really huge, and they're being funded by BlackRock. For those who are aware, BlackRock owns almost all companies in the world. So BlackRock is really, really huge. And Adani is connected to the Prime Minister of Abu Dhabi, the royal family of UAE. So Adani is connected to them. And you all know how UAE, these Arabs, they have so much money. They have something called the sovereign wealth funds. And the sovereign wealth funds of these Arab countries are in the $1 trillion. They have so much money. They're just looking for ways to spend this money. And they have discovered that investing this money in Africa is the best way to get a return on their investment. And one of the ways they're doing it is by using proxies like Adani, proxies like Jayesh, NMC. There is a clinic called NMC. NMC, there is, Amerix, is that you? Amerix? There's a noise. Anyway, there is a health facility in Kenya called NMC. This NMC Fertility Center is owned by Adil Kawaja and owned also by Jayesh. NMC is a subsidiary of another company in Dubai, in UAE, called NMC Healthcare. NMC Healthcare was involved in a $4.6 billion scandal in the UAE, and it was run by some Indian called B.R. Shetty. B.R. Shetty was a billionaire Indian in the UAE. Same thing, he was doing the same thing that Jayesh and Adil Kawaja are doing in Kenya today. And he was involved in a 4.6 billion scandal. He had to run away to India and he's never gone back to the UAE. The same people he was working with in the UAE, the same people in the royal family. There's one guy who is the national security advisor of the UAE, and he's also the prime minister of Abu Dhabi. So you know how the Emirates